Sawadee krap. Good morning from Pattaya. It's the 3rd of January 2021, and have I got a story for you. Today I was nearly taken into a scam that's reaching out to rob people of up to 105,000 bahts each. Mine was not going to be that big, but it was going to be big enough. It was going to cost me at least 20-odd thousand bahts, probably a lot more. And it's only by pure accident that I've come across that it is a scam, and that scam is currently running right at this very moment. If you're interested to know more, stay with us. It's worth watching. Thank you. Okay, let me tell you about this story that started yesterday, which was a Saturday yesterday, was it? Yeah, Saturday yesterday. And I was browsing on my computer, I was looking to buy something or other, and as I do when I go on some of these online sites, I'm browsing around to see what may be of interest. Now, the site I was on is a site here that's quite popular in Thailand. It's called Baht Sold, which it concentrates mainly on sales here in Thailand. And there's several sectors in there I was interested in. Actually, I think I was actually looking at motorbikes yesterday. Then I always have a look in the pet section. Now, I have an interest in birds, the feathered type, and I have here an eclectus parrot, and I've often thought about getting her company, another parrot, preferably an eclectus, but if not, another parrot to keep her company. And yesterday I was browsing through the pet section on Baht Sold when I came across an advert of somebody selling a lot of parrots. In fact, he's advertising 7 parrots. So I was looking at these pictures, and I noticed he had a couple that are a couple of blue and gold macaws, and I've always liked the macaw range. And I thought, well, I looked at them a bit more, and I thought about it, and one of them was only reportedly to be 4 months old, and it showed in a basket. So I thought, well, that's of interest. And what was of big interest was that he had a lovely range of parrots, from a hyacinth, which is a very rare parrot and very, very expensive, in excess of, in the States, you'd pay more than $10,000 for one of those parrots. And you'd probably pay the equivalent here if you can get one, but as I say, they're very rare. And then he had several other parrots, and then he came down to this, these 2 blue and gold macaws that were youngsters. One was 7 months and one was 4 months. So I sent him a message because let me go back a moment. For all of the parrots together, because he wanted an urgent sale, because he was going to be leaving, and he lives in Phuket, reportedly, and he was going to be leaving Thailand and not sure whether he was coming back. He wanted to move these birds very quickly. It was an urgent sale. And all he wanted was 105,000 bahts. Now, 105,000 bahts, there's 40,000, about £2,500, $2,800. wow, that's a steal of a buy for 7 valuable parrots. I thought, wow, that's really good. If I had the facilities here to have a bigger aviary, I would be interested in buying them all, yes, for sure. But I don't have. So I sent him an email and I asked him, it was a message actually over Bat Sold. I sent him a message and said, look, I said, are you interested in separating this package and selling individual birds? And he said, yep. He said to me, what are you interested in? Now, I have all the emails, etc., to back up what I'm telling you. And I will put them here on this video also as I'm talking. So I sent him this email, are you prepared to split these parrots up? And he sent back, yes. He said, what are you interested in? And I said, well, I'm interested in the younger birds that you're selling, the 2 blue macaws. I'm interested in them. And then very quickly he sent back, well, which one do you want? And I thought about it. And I thought, well, probably the youngest one. It's 4 months. It'll be easy for me to train. My current parrot, I got her about 2 months old, and I hand fed her for about 5 months. And she's grown very close to us. And I thought the 4 months one would be ideal. So I sent an email back to him, and I said, after consideration, I'd be interested in the youngest of the 2. And then very quickly again, within 5 minutes, I got an email back saying, okay, if you want the youngest one, it will cost you 25,000 bahts. Wow, 25,000 bahts. Well, that's 1,200 and odd pound. $1,400, something around there. And I thought, well, he wants an urgent sale, but he's asking top dollar, and for which isn't an unreasonable price, but considering the situation, and he was willing to sell the whole 7 parrots for 105,000, and yet this one he values at 25,000. I thought about it, and then I sent back. I said, well, thank you for your answer, but no thank you. And I thought, leave it at that. I don't really want to spend that sort of money right now on another parrot, but if it had been a good buy, I'd have been interested in it for sure. But about 5 minutes later, I got another email from him saying, well, how much do you want to pay for the parrot? And then I thought about it again. I thought, well, he's obviously interested in selling it, and he's saying that he's desperate to sell the whole lot. I thought, well, I'm going to be cheeky, because if you don't ask, you don't get. So I sent an email back. I said, okay, I will offer you 20,000 bahts, which is £500, say $600. But I want the 2 young birds that you've got. I said, I don't want them to sell on or to breed or anything. I just want them as pets, and I'll offer you 20,000 bahts for them. Now, I sent the email, and I fully expected him to laugh at me and think, well, it's 2 birds for 20,000 bahts parrots. Just as a matter of interest, my current bird, my collector's parrot, all I know, when the day I bought her, she probably cost me 20,000 bahts actually, and that she was from a very established, recognised source for parrots, that close to the government, etc., and is well respected. So I spent 20,000 bahts on her. So to get 2 birds for 20,000, wow, that would have been good. But I didn't expect him to really accept my offer, to be truthful. And then I left it, and then 5 minutes later again, I get another email from him. I'm putting these emails on the video, so you will hopefully get a trace of what was being said and just supporting my story. So I get another email from him. He said, okay, he said, I understand what you're saying. He said, I'm not in the business of selling them. I'm wanting to find them good homes. So he said, I accept your offer. He said, where do you stay? So, wow. Well, this immediately gave me a problem, actually, because we'd taken on 2 parrots and I got no facilities. So I sent him back, said, thank you very much. I said, when are you due to leave Phuket, leave Thailand? And then it started getting a little bit not quite so, I felt something wasn't quite so right, because I just got back an email from him after a few minutes saying, about the 5th, maybe. No explanation or nothing. Now then, I said, okay. I then asked him, I said, well, can I have your telephone number? I waited about half an hour and I got no response. And I thought, well, okay. I asked him for some photographs of the birds and waited a bit and I got no response. So I'm still keen to buy these birds at this time, by the way. So I said to him, I said, well, I sent him another email saying, okay, the deal's done. I said, my telephone number is blah, 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 blah. I said, me and my wife will leave Pattaya tomorrow, which is today, and we will drive down to Phuket, planning on stopping somewhere on the road down, because it's a fairly long drive from here. I would guesstimate about 8 hours. So I said, well, we're going to leave here today. I said, we're going to drive down and we'll be in Phuket on Monday. Now, I plan to stop in somewhere around about Ranong, which is a good way down, but still makes Phuket an easy striking distance the next day. So it all went quiet, very quiet actually. After about an hour and a half, I got a message back from him, Monday's okay. So I said, okay, please give me your telephone number. But once again, no response. And I began to think, I don't like this. There's getting no communication. I'm buying these birds. If the guy's got that many birds, and he knows I'm a bird enthusiast, sort of, I thought he would discuss it a little bit and tell me more about these birds over the email there. I asked him if he had Messenger, no response. I asked him if he had Line, and I got no response. So I was beginning to feel a bit uneasy about this then. However, I was still very motivated to get these birds. So I thought, well, maybe the guy's just busy, etc. And I thought, I'm going to start planning the journey down there. I've got to try and start planning for the birds, for their arrival here, because at this present moment in time I don't have anywhere to put them. So I need to get cages, etc., organised, blah, blah, blah. So I then went into a busy mode last night and not thinking about it too much. And I told the wife we were going, we got everything organised there, done the packing. I booked a hotel in Ranong and I booked a hotel in Phuket. And the idea was we'd travel today and we'd get down to Ranong tonight or this afternoon sometime. And then tomorrow we'd hit Phuket, spend the night in Phuket, see the birds tomorrow afternoon, pick the birds up on Tuesday morning, and then probably, if all went well, to drive all the way back to Pattaya in one go. So the birds aren't too distressed over a longer period. So then all that was organised, and I thought, well, this is about getting on late last night, and I thought, I still haven't heard from this guy. So then I went back on Bat Sold, and I read the adverts again, and I looked at these birds, And then I noticed that his telephone number is there on Bat Sold. I thought, oh well, it's getting a bit late. It was gone 9 o'clock. I thought, but I'm going to give him a ring and see what's happening about why he hasn't responded to me. So then I dialed this number that's advertised on Bat Sold. And if you look at it now, it's maybe still there. But you're going to see the adverts, etc. on this video anyway. So I rang that telephone number that was listed on Bat Sold, and lo and behold, a message came back that this number is not listed as yet to anyone. Oh my God, well, that's strange. Why is he listing a number on Bat Sold and it's not even a registered telephone number? Well, then alarm bells were ringing. So then I also looked at the his membership of Bat Sold, and I noted that he had joined Bat Sold on the 20th of December, just before Christmas. And he had posted this advert for the parrots on Christmas Day, the 25th of December. And then I began to realise, maybe this is not so good. And here I got all the family geared up. I got my daughter excited. We're going to go and get these birds. And I got the wife all geared up. She even went out and got her hair done last night while I was organising things here. So she would look good for the journey down today. And I was beginning to get very upset about this, actually. So I sat and I must admit I had a beer, and I sat and I thought about it, and I thought, no, this is just not working, and I've not heard from this guy again. So I sent an email to him last night, and I thought, okay, I said to him, due to the fact that I've had no contact with you, and I've got no other information, I'm sorry, but I will not be coming to Phuket for the birds. Now then, with that, I didn't say anything to the family. I didn't want to start upsetting them, and then maybe this guy would respond during the night, and etc. And I waited till this morning, and when I got up this morning, I checked the emails, and there's nothing. But all the messages is gone. And then I also noticed this morning, by the way, that some of the messages that I sent, when you get the trail of the emails, when you're going back and forward, that some of the aspects of the trail was being deleted, i.e. my questions asking for his telephone number and etc. And I thought, why is that happening then? I don't know how he's doing that or why he's doing that. I suppose it's easy enough to do. You just delete it when you're answering, but I still had the original sent emails on my computer, so I knew they'd went, but they were just deleted from the trail. So, that's it. I had agreed to pay 20,000 for those two birds, but I'm sure, 100% sure now, it's a scam. I just want to tell you how I think this scam was meant to work. And it would have worked something like this. When he asked me, whereabouts in Thailand do you stay? And I would have said, Pattaya. I think he would have then taken the opportunity to say, okay, then I will arrange to have these birds shipped to you at your cost up to Pattaya, which is possible. And then he would have asked me to pay the price for the birds plus the shipping into his bank account. And then he would action the transfer of the birds. And that's where how he would have got the money. And in my case, that would have been 20,000 plus the shipping. So maybe another 3,000-4,000 on top. I would also say that I've cancelled the hotels And in one case, I've lost the price of the hotel because the cancellation's so short. But let's not cry about that, because it could have been a lot worse. I almost bought cages last night. They were going to cost several thousand bahts. I could have been a lot of money out of pocket, actually. I had made a list of people selling the equipment that I needed, and I was going to phone them from Phuket and arrange to have them delivered, etc., picked up, and that would all work well. But fortunately last night I kind of held back on that, and that saved me a bit of money as well. What about if I'd wanted, and I'd said to him, okay, I'll buy the lot, 105,000, and then the shipping on top of that would be another 20,000 maybe? And it would have been a big loss. I hope nobody's doing that at this moment of time. Then we all may be, because people that know their parrots much more than I do, and I only know what I read yesterday when I was doing some research on them. It's a big fishing fly on the end of the line. Wow, that's a deal and a half. All you need to do is bite that little fly on the end of the line and he'll reel you in, and 50,000 bahts will roll out of your bank account and into his, and you'll end up with sweet FA. Terrible. It's a bad scam. Now I just want to say that a few years ago I spent some time working in Nigeria on the oil rigs out there, looking after some of the jack-up rigs, the new jack-up rigs that were delivered from Dubai. And out there in Nigeria, which I have to say, my feelings and my opinion, it's a horrible country. It's a disgusting, horrible place. Corruption is rife and scams is rife. Now I don't know if this person or persons running this scam with the birds is Nigerian or Ghanaian, which is very similar. But it looks the type of trick that these people would do. I'm not racist, but here in Thailand we are made aware regularly that there are Nigerians here scamming people. Many of the girls here in Thailand have been scammed by Nigerian men, getting them to send money in the hope that they're going to have a bright future with a chocolate man husband. Well, that's the sort of thing that goes through my mind now, and I'm a little bit bitter about it. But I want to get this video out, and then I will report this to Batsold. As soon as I've put this online, I'm going to report this to Batsold. I just want to give anybody that wants to look a chance to go on Batsold and look at the pets section, and maybe you'll see the advert that I'm talking about. So with that, I'll get back to editing the video, and I will get it uploaded as quickly as I can. Thank you for watching. If it's been of interest, please like. You're welcome to ask questions. I'd like you to give it a thumbs up. I'd like you to subscribe. All these things I'd like. Also, there's a PayPal link at the bottom of the page here where you can donate to the channel, which would help us make more videos. I would like to get more chances to find some scammers, that's for sure. But I do have some stories of my time in Nigeria where I've been scammed, and I'll probably make some videos of those, because those would be interesting also. So thank you again for watching, and the main thing I would like to say is please, everyone, please keep away from this horrible pandemic virus. That's even worse than scammers. That can kill you. Okay, bye for now. Thank you.